And hello everybody, this is Kyle Ott of Draftradio. Guys, I am sorry I was gone for so long. I've been at school for the last couple weeks and things got a little bit busy, but we are back in the draft, obviously doing triple gate crash because, why the heck not, am I right? And we got a great first pack. I mean, we got a Vizcapa Guildmage, there's a Grizzly Spectacle, a Drakewing Krasis, Daring Skyjack, Gorklan Rampager, Spark Trooper is not a terrible rare. I got to be honest with you guys, I always tend to go aggressive in this set, and it has yet to let me down, and I think the two best cards, or I guess the three best cards in the pack are probably the Rampager, the Spectacle, and then I think Guildmage and Skyjack are pretty close together in power, but I don't think anything's as good as Gorklan or Rampager, so that's what we're taking. Plus, I like Gruul. I like Gruul quite a bit. And wow, this is an awesome pack, too, for us. There's a Ground Assault, an Experiment one, a Mugging. I'm tempted to go with the Ground Assault. I think it's a little bit better than the Mugging. Although Experiment one and Scab Clan Charger are both phenomenal cards. So we're going to grab the Ground Assault. Alright, well, there's no... Obviously, it's not as stellar as their last couple packs. I mean, the Skyjack is pretty late, but that's a Crown Ceratok, and I like that quite a bit, so that's what we're going to be grabbing. Alright, so we also have a second Mugging that we've seen. We're going to grab this Muggin. We're going to go mug some people, I think. This is the Hood Rat draft. Man, I have to say, guys, after 4 weeks of, 4 weeks of not drafting, I'm happy to be back. Seriously, I miss doing it, and hopefully you guys are still with me. We had 2 subscribers when I wasn't making any videos happen, so that was kind of cool. So there's a Scar Guildmage, which I like quite a bit, especially in this set. But we're going to grab another Mugging, because Mugging is awesome. Mugging is a phenomenal card. Alright, now this is an interesting pick. Viashino Shanktail is certainly a card that I like to see quite a bit. But Disciple of the Old Ways and Greenside Watcher are both up for consideration. And I think I'm going to go grab the Shanktail. And then I'm going to start grabbing my 2-drops, but... I would definitely love to see a Disciple of the Old Ways in the next couple picks. So, we'll see how it pans out. We don't get a Disciple of the Old Ways or a 2-drop, but we do get a Zertos Swine or a Scab Clan Charger. I think I'm going to take the Swine. You can do some come from behind broken stuff with this card. So, and as a 5-drop, it's just fantastic. I'm happy to see a Foundry Street Denizen. I mean, it's not an ideal 2-drop, but I mean, it's a nice little 1-drop. Can keep the pressure going, and that's what we like to see. That's a late Vizcapa Guildmage, but it's also a late Ivy Lane Denizen, and that's what we're going to be grabbing here. Well, there's nothing for us. I think probably the most powerful card in here is either Call of the Nightwing or Shadow Slice. I'm just going to take the Slice. I'm not going to play it, but we'll take it. There's literally nothing in our colors, and I'm never, ever, ever going to play that stupid staff. So, there is that. Man, I am excited. I really am. I miss drafting. I mean, I've done a couple actual paper drafts recently, but I haven't been online and chilling with you guys in quite some time. So I'm really, really happy to be out back on the tapped out community, and with double Mugging and Ground Assault, some really nice mid-range drops already. I think this is as heavy as I want my curve. I'll be honest with you. Pretty excited to go and see what beautiful, beautiful 2-drops we get from here on out. I would love to see a couple of those. Not skin rend, but they're like skin marked goblins. The 2-mana 2/1 with a blood rush cost of 1. That would be wonderful. Really would just be so good. Well, Sage's Road Denizen is it's a pretty late Sage's Road Denizen, and Agoraphobia is actually a phenomenal card in this set. But we'll take the Wildwood Rebirth. It's something that we could use to bring back our Gruul stuff. Yeah, Frenzied Tilling is pretty awful. But there's our choice of a Riot Gear or a Gruul Guildgate, and I don't mind playing a Guildgate, so we'll take the Nav Squad Commando and a second Foundry Street Denizen. All right. Well, these are all playable cards, especially because it looks like we're going heavier red into pack 2. So we'll see what else we get. Yikes! That's an Assemble the Legion. Which, honestly, I think I'm actually going to take. I don't mind splashing for Assemble the Legion. This is a set where Verdenhaven was first printed. There's also access to Prophetic Prism, and this is definitely a card worth splashing for. There's a Scar Guildmage, too, however, and I think it's either between Scar Guildmage, Assemble the Legion, or Mugging. Yeah, I don't know what I want. I'm going to take the Guildmage. Normally I would like to splash, but I'll be honest, I need to prioritize my stuff. I need to prioritize my creatures. And I think we're just going to grab the Slaughterhorn. I know that's not how you say it, but it's a funny card. So we're going to grab the Slaughterhorn. Nice card there. Burning Tree Emissary is what we're going to grab here. It's a solid 2-drop. It's A in our colors, and B is going to lead us to some pretty broken turns. So really trying to shore up my 2-drop slot right now. Disciple of the Old Ways is what we're going to take over Active Treason. Although Active Treason is definitely probably better. It is most certainly better than Disciple of the Old Ways, but I would like to have a nice 2-drop. Although, looking on it now, thinking about it, I think I want Treason. I just talked you guys into a pick, and then talked myself out of the same pick. Man, that's talent. That is talent right there, folks. I probably won't play 2 Foundry Street Denizens, though. I will, however, play 2 Ivy Lane Denizens, as the card is quite good. But there's a Bomber Core as well, which I certainly don't mind. How many 2-drops do I have? I have one 2-drop creature. No, I need a Bomber Core. I need to put some pressure on the board. Hellraiser Goblin is not nearly as good as War-Mind Infantry, so we're taking the Infantry. And we got our Disciple, so it doesn't even matter that I took Active Treason there. All right. What fresh? Okay, so this is cool. I'm gonna take the Verdant Haven problem. No, let's see here. I could take the Active Treason, and we could go super uber aggressive, which I think is what I'm gonna do. Or I could grab Verdant Haven on the off chance that we get something that's worth splashing for. I'll go Active Treason, and then Bomber Core. Nice 2-drops there. All right, I'm liking it. This Bomber Core actually plays really well with our Blood Rush too. So this is decent so far. Not at all ashamed of this. Ooh, that's a late Gruul Charm. That's what we're grabbing, because Gruul Charm is amazing. This card is awesome. Card just wins games. Structural Collapse is absolutely unplayable, as is Guildscorn Ward. I actually want my opponent to be playing Keymaster Rogue, so I'm actually going to take Death's Approach. And then I'm just going to snag this Leyline Phantom, because the other 2 cards are unplayable as well. And we're set, man. We've got nothing but good playables, nothing but strong. We got a strong curve. I'll take the Corpse Blockade. Yeah, just really good stuff right here. Honestly, I'm really happy. I'm going to put this Foundry Street Denizen back in, because if I get 0 playables in the next pack, I still have a deck, which is nice. That's exactly where I want to be, especially for Gruul. This is my first time playing Gruul. When I did pen and paper drafts of this set, it was always Boros. Boros was insane, because we had 2 people at the store that I went to for FNMs that loved Gruul and would always go Gruul regardless of how the packs went out. So you could get paid off pretty hard for going into Boros. Pick is between Shanktail and the second Charm. I don't see a problem with taking the second Charm. Although I think I'm going to take the Shanktail. This Charm wheeled last time, and this pack has some good stuff in it, so there's a chance we could wheel the Charm. And I want one more Blood Rush guy. Maybe that's not good reasoning, but we'll take a Mugging. Keep the deck focused. Holy God Almighty. Wow. Man. I'm not going to play any of these cards, and this actually destroys my entire deck. Skirmisher breaks my face. Quite literally breaks my face. So, yeah, I'm really liking this deck so far, though. This feels really good. Because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 good Blood Rush cards, a slew of good 2-drops. Skinbrand Goblin is awesome. Ooh, Croconora is great as well. And there's a Frontline Medic still in the pack. What the heck just happened in this draft? But I have to say, I'm going to take the Homing Lightning. Good removal spells are good removal spells. Oh, and a second Gruul Charm. Perfect. I love it when a plan comes together. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 creatures. Perfect. Love it. I'll take the Ember Beast. Ember Beast is a great card, too. So, especially if we get another Ember Beast. I'm a little annoyed that I passed that Skinbrand Goblin, though, but that's okay. there are two ways to draft Gruul, and one of them involves drafting like 15 lands and all Blood Rush creatures, and the other one is what we're doing. I like this one a little more. I like what we're doing a little better. I could take a Gruul Guildgate. That would be nice. Yeah, take a second Guildgate. That's fine. I don't mind having my mana be nice and pleasant. Ooh, and a really late Slaughterhorn, which we're grabbing. My God, this deck is sweet, especially because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things that are below 2-drop or less. I don't need any of this. Frilled Oculus is actually a huge threat to me. There's a Bomber Core, sweet. I don't need any of these cards. The most powerful, which is Metropolis Sprite, actually. Don't need any of those. La 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 la. Gruul, Gruul, Gruul. Smashy, smashy, smash, smash. And we'll take this stuff. Sweet. Gotta make sure we get a game after this, obviously. And let's make ourselves a deck, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man, one of our guys actually bailed. That's sad. Whatever. Wow, there were 2 Angelic Skirmishers in that draft. I probably shouldn't be looking at that. I apologize, guys. I'm so sorry. I was just curious. My enthusiasm is getting to me. Alright. Let's make a deck full of Gruul, smashy smash. I'm not putting Serene Remembrance in my main board. This card is absolute crap. Go away, Serene Remembrance. No one likes you. Go home. So let's see. That brings us to 26, 30 cards. I have to cut 7. 7 to get to where I want to be. I can cut a Bomber Core. I can cut probably both Foundry Street Denizens. Although maybe I don't want to cut both Foundry Street Denizens. I can leave my Active Treasons in then and just be super aggressive. I mean, how high is my curve? Realistically, I have 2 5-drops. And then I have, what? 5 4-drops. One of which is 2 red. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I... No, I think I take both Foundry Street Denizens out. Oh, no, it's going to take all 3 of the Bomber Cores out. Well, that's annoying. So this should be 17, 23, and 27. Because there's 3 Bomber Cores. Or there's 2 Bomber Cores, so it's 16, 22, and then 26. So I have to cut 3 more cards? I can cut 3 more cards. I think that's fair. Let's see. So I'm going to make sure we put those 2 Bomber Cores in the deck. I like the Bomber Core plan, especially because we've got that that sweet 2-drop, not Disciple of the Old Ways, but why am I blanking on its name? It was literally in this deck like 5. Burning Tree Emissary. Thank you. Good job, Kyle. Proud of you. So that's going to be 1 more, and then 22, and 14 and 9 is 23, so I have to cut 1 more card. I guess I could just go 16 land as opposed to 17. I mean, I do have 2 Guild Gates, but then no, that seems really aggressive. I'll take an Active Treason out. I think that's fine. I think that's a fine thing to do. And I'll put my Bomber Cores back in. Actually, what I'm gonna do, this is a cube draft we did for the funds, not for the show. A buddy of mine and I were cube drafting. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 1 Bomber Core back in, and then leave both Active Treasons. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, that seems fun. So I'll do 1 Bomber Core, and then 1 Act of Tree Zone. And this is obviously not a sideboard. And then I think I'm going to go 10, or not 10-7. I think I'm going to go 8-7. 8 Mountain and 7 Forest because I have 2 Guild Gates. And that should be a deck. Bomber Corps. What is that? Well, what is that card then? Well, time to go look up what this card is. Man, I've already... I have been here... Oh, Bomber Corps. Because I can't spell or do math. Ta-da! And obviously, because it has been way too long, I present to you Jank on Wheels. Alright, folks, I cannot wait to take Jank on Wheels for a spin. It's 41 cards, which means I screwed up the math, but that's fine. I will take a look at this, and I will see all of you fine folks in round 1.